Hello everyone and welcome back. Last week we left off, we had hopped over to the other server because we were having a little bit of exploring and look around. Today we are working on we're going to work on a little bit of a this weird design that I'm doing for a kelp farm. But we need to head over there first of all, because obviously we're still on the same server as last week. I was just having a little rummage down here as well. I remember the fun I had with this this TBM. I remember when I first built it, when it was actually running as Cosmic, and their server couldn't even save the chunks that it was loaded in. And I had to do that MikTik episode for all the people that just used to log on once a week, do mining for 5 minutes, then call that an episode. Anyway, we're going to head back over to the other one there, but we have a little look at the sort of mini kelp farm that I built here on this server, because I was going to make that as my main fuel supply, but in the end I didn't actually have to. But we'll head upstairs. Actually, I just want to get off. No, the second to last floor we want to get off on. Right, how high? That was the pathway. Here we go. So yeah, here you see we've got where a bog standard, not small because it was like a tiny little kelp farm down here, because at the time it was all the resources I had, but I wound up not using it for fuel in the end because we're coming from bedrock, where this was the fuel source. Obviously, yeah, from Bedrock to Java, where at the time, anyway, because this was a 14.4 server, zero ticking was a thing, so I just had this generate all the fuel. Anyway, let's head down the hill and start making my actually. Is it night time? It's always a bit awkward to tell with these shaders. Yep, it's definitely night time. There we go. So this here was actually a set piece for that episode I was planning that never got made. Here we go, daytime. We'll head down the hill and we'll head back to the Stargate so that we can head back to our world. Although, should we make a little stop in on the Bedrock world so I can show you a kelp farm of like insane proportions? Head down here. Oh, there's always creepers on this path. Let's hop through here. See the ludicrous iron farm coming into view. That's one thing the Cosmic server could not cope with this version of the iron farm. But whereas a little tiny Raspberry Pi computer, the 4GB model no less, can't cope with this. You just see the chunks starting to render in. Oh, hang on, barrier. Where was my jump point to get over this? Oh, hang on, yeah, it was up the side of the hill, wasn't it? Hang on. Oh no, did I change it? I can't remember. Oh, hang on, I've got wings, haven't I? Oh no, not good, not good. Right, there we go. There we go. Now, actually, all the chunks haven't even rendered in yet, I don't think. Possibly. Let's just have a little scout around the side of the warehouse for a second. Yeah, there's plenty of iron coming in there. Some have escaped though. I think that the idea with this one in the end would probably be to build a glass surround going all the way to the top. Let's head through here though. This was the where I moved all the shops to in the last week of Cosmic before it ended, from the spawn area. Come on, anytime. There we go. Let's take the train. Oh, hang on, the chunks haven't loaded. There we go. And if all goes according to plan, we should get booted out, and this minecart should go back to the other end. So I designed it to be like a bounce back thing, so you never had to worry about there being a missing minecart at either end. There you go, because it bounces off the other one and goes all the way back. There we go. The admins and they're cheated in water in the Nether. Quick snack. How many hundreds and hundreds of times I must have jumped over this when the server was actually live. Oh, did I bring the diamonds? Yep, I've got the diamonds. That's alright. We ran out of beacon effect. Let's charge this up. Hopefully it works in 16.3. I'm hoping that didn't work because it was the probability that wasn't correct. There we go. Oh, it didn't work. We could end up being stuck playing this for the entire game. Wait for the lights. I should have rigged it beforehand, but I didn't have time today to rig it so that it would work first time. I have to wait for the reset circuit to come on. It is light on, isn't it? Hang on. I'll check these 24 pages of instruction manual that I wrote. Get enough power, diamonds thinking on there, 50% of that. Starting the light indicates audible sounds. Capacitors will fill, place the thingy-majig, dial the gate. Charge unlocks, yes. Where did I write the troubleshooting section? Here we go, troubleshooting. Making sure that the lamp between the DHD and the lectern is solid before playing. Right, it's solid. How long has it been since I played this? There we go, we got charge. But we didn't get a successful dial. Yeah, I should have taken it out of actual game mode. we will build a kelp farm, or at least we will look, or think about kelp farms at some point whilst we are dialing the gate to get out of here. Come on. Reset all the circuits. So whilst we're waiting for this to reset, there we go. What's the egg count up to? There we go, we got charge. Yeah, I'm stuck in Cosmic forever. Come on. So it's supposed to be a 50% probability of success. Hang on. Chrissy on 48, royalty on 49. Let's just go and check the probabilities, shall we? Right, success of dialing is this one here. Which should be... Oh, let's just rejiglify the probabilities. That's one thing he always kept on doing. He kept on coming in and just deliberately taking things out. Right, there we go. Is that going to charge the gate? Oh, unsuccessful charge. There we go. We've charged the gate. Out of the gate. Has success. There we go, the charge is running out. Alright, here we go. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day. Almost success. Just needed an extra 4 seconds. There you go, we've come through the gate. Let's head on down and I'll show you the ridiculous kelp farm I built over here on Bedrock. One thing I love about Bedrock, look at all the chunks we can get loaded in. I should have had Bedrock preloaded in the background. It's just a lot of chunks to hold in memory. Because this is set to like 80 odd chunks, and just let that render in for a second. I'm still running Java in the background as well, which probably doesn't help. Here we go, let's just let these ones render in as well. One thing, I do prefer the colour of the oceans in Bedrock Edition as opposed to Java. Just that, yeah, I've definitely got my wings on, haven't I? So actually, just want to say, I want to make a quick note. Because this is sort of what if you remember, I said I was wanting to build a rail network in the overworld. This is kind of what I've got in mind for it. The difference is it's got to be 2 lanes, not just the one. But that's not a problem. You just make it wider. But these sort of towers was the sort of thing that I was thinking about doing for it, because they're nice and simple. They come down to a nice little point, and they're all anchored to the ocean floor. So you can put the greasy ones there for the water for the moss on to make it look like seaweed. Oh, hang on. I might have to walk back. Hang on. There we go, we're flying again. Yeah, it looks like the sort of like from above, because you can see so much of it. Yeah, it looks like the like our world map for the other servers. My balloon's full of riches. It's this one here. It has absolutely, I think there's like 10 shulkers of diamond blocks in there, just because it must be 3.5, 4 years or something old, this world now. That's just I do actually, I'll not do it today, but I do have to make a modification here, because I'm going to have to add a little speckled onto here as well, unfortunately. But I'll do that a little bit later. We'll head downstairs. Oh, I found out, actually we're out of food. Let's hop down here. Now the main chamber. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, and do whatever it is, that daft YouTube dance that they make you do nowadays. I still haven't cleaned this up here from the last videos that I did, those achievement videos. But we'll go downstairs into the kelp farm thing. And I'll show you all the different stages of the kelp farm. Actually, I'm not quite sure how much of this world that you guys have actually probably seen. You see there as well, this is the storage. So this particular array for storage only works in Bedrock because you can't, it's a way of getting the signal out for these indicator lights. You can do it in Java, but the volume of equipment you need is just ridiculous. Oh, look, there's a wandering idiot down there. But the storage system has multiple floors that are technically still unfinished. Because still need all the roofs and their indicator lights in. Most of these massive spaces as well. This side was done with TNT. This side was done by hand. I say that every side was done with TNT. I had to do a third of it by hand just so I can get the TNT machine in there. And this is all of the supplies at the minute as well that are still to be resorted into the storage system. Oh, what's in the overflow? Oh yeah, I don't have a storage area for smooth stone, do I? I'll get to it. Getting a bit of lag there. Maybe shouldn't have so many chunks on, and Java Minecraft working in the background as well. Might have to take the lift if I can't fly. we'll be back down here anyway because this is part of the kelp farm as well, but we'll go up to the main kelp chamber, which is on floor 1, which is here. So here it is, the kelp chamber. At the minute the machine is all turned off. Yeah, that'll be your next job. I'll have to bring you over here onto bedrock so that you can sort out all those chests. Let's just go into the shower of night vision. So we can have a look down here. So from what I remember when I built this, this chamber is 50 long, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 50 times 6 times 2. We'll let you work that out because I just can't be tutored to do maths at this time of the afternoon. But yeah, it's all automated, this one here that I rigged together. It has multiple different modes as well. It's well, if you look on my bedrock videos, which you can see if you cover your ears, over on YouTube, I think I want to say episode 14 or 21. Maybe I built it on episode 14 and I showcased it on 21. I don't know. There's a playlist there anyway. Let's just go back into the shower of night vision. So as I said, this is completely automated. This one here, it only produces when it needs to. Because we have a dry kelp storage area, which we use for fuel. So I think we'll go upstairs to the dry kelp and we'll work backwards from there, perhaps. I'll come back here, down this one here. This is the dried kelp storeroom. So it's all kept in its nice form there. These indicator lights indicate it progressively getting more and more full, and when this final light comes on, the kelp farm that we were just in is signaled to turn off, so that there's no point in it producing anymore, so it locks it up. But we don't really need any at the minute, so the entire system is all off because I've ran this. It takes a couple of days, the process, because of the sheer volume of kelp that's in the system. But over the course of the past several years, I've just had kelp weeks where I've had the Minecraft running in the background, just generating more and more kelp in the background. Because as I said, it gets cut off here, but this gets fed from the super smelter. Let's just hop back up here. Those are there. Yep, furnace room. So this side of the furnace room is rigged up to the kelp farm. So whenever we use fuel, get through there. If we take fuel out of, what do you want? How did you escape from the prison? But when we take fuel out of those storage chests there that have the indicator lights above, once it indicates that there is well, that indicator light comes on to say that it's full, or when it extinguishes rather to say that it needs more, this whole system then comes back to light, and it puts in more kelp from the kelp farm. So you'll see, I'll have to go down here and up here. So this line here comes in from the kelp farm. There is a shut off here for it because of course we can move in bedrock, we can move hoppers, even though I do have an auxiliary shut off which is done by a torch as well. We also have the kelp because we have override switches as well, but there's no point getting into those just at the minute. But yeah, so when I take kelp out to make it into kelp blocks, if that then indicates that I've used that, it then unlocks all of this so that more raw kelp, we'll call it, can then flow into here, and then of course it goes back over down here where all the smelters all come back together, and here there's just a basic filter, and here you see that we're standing on top of those indicator lights that we were on before. We can hear the chimes in the background there. It's a very noisy base, this one. I have all sorts of sound indicators to tell me everything that's happening, so that I know when things are coming from different farms, or if there's something I need to go and check. There's all different note blocks all over the place, and I'm the nutter that knows what every single one of those tones means. But let's go back a little bit further now. So apart from that, so yeah, we've got this here that shuts off there, but we also have a kelp buffer, which is a storage of 72,000 kelp, of the raw kelp here, which is all in storage waiting to be turned into fuel. And you see here, this is the kelp storage, like the raw kelp storage. I keep on pressing C to try and zoom in, but it doesn't work on Bedrock. So yeah, all of this down here is all kelp, all the way to the bottom. It's actually all the way to near Bedrock. So let's just float down a bit further. Here we go. So you see, this is where we were before, this bottom sort of area here. Bloody wandering idiot. So you see here, this is actually the remnant here, what I've got, of a system that I made which was designed to... Because at the time, when I first built this, I didn't quite know how much kelp the kelp farm was going to produce. Didn't realise it was going to produce so much so fast. So I thought to make it more efficient on the fuel in the furnaces, that it would be best to do it like only process when there was a double chest of kelp. But unfortunately, it produces so much that that made that completely irrelevant. And this little tower here is the last remaining bits of my quick flushing system that I made. This could empty a double chest in seconds because of the way that I've rigged. And you have all these hopper mine carts, because you know a hopper mine cart will draw things out really, really quickly. So we've got multiple hopper mine carts, and then we have enough hopper mine cart capacity going down that it has enough to sustain a double chest, so it can flush a double chest completely because its speed runs everything out of there, and so on all the way down. So it's absolutely, as I say, the speed, it can clear a double chest like that in a couple of seconds if the whole system wasn't already completely full. Oh, are you away there, Royalty? As I said before, you know, to try not to have too much fun. Don't pick on too many people at work today. But where we are now, though, is back at the kelp farm. I'll just hop up here. And there is another shut-off switch here, so that when the kelp buffer is full of its 72,000 kelp... Oh no, I've fallen down the hole now, haven't I? Okay. Oh, do I even have a pick? I don't even have a pick with me. Oh, and I can't do that trick that we do on Java. Oh, where's the water? Right, hang on. That's going to be fun. My pick's in the chest that's next to the base, next to the main chamber, and of course because I slabbed everything, I have to come out through the wiring room. There we go, down here. The carpet that's everywhere. This is because we're in a slime chunk, so that's. How many of them are here? Right, let's just head along here. Just before we go to actually the proper bit, I'll show you down here. This goes here. You see this sort of like wide bit here? This goes for like tens of thousands of blocks, and this is where I got all my resources from for this world, because it just goes on and on and on. So I had to put a rail track on it because it was just getting too time consuming to go all the way to the other end and stuff. I mean, yeah, I probably should maybe just mine this area out, maybe just, but where would be the fun in that? Yep, it's the new series, getting stuck in holes. Do like a montage of them all. Right, anyway, let's head up and we will head over to the... get some snacks into me. We'll head over to the proper world. This was a bit that was never actually technically finished either, because I wanted to hollow this out much larger, and make like a little underground oasis type thing, but like massive on a massive scale. What's that on that tunnel? I've got no idea. I don't have the timings for it because I don't think I've been down that tunnel for probably well over 18 months. Oh, it's night time. The Redstone testing warehouse, where I still have that tutorial sitting in pieces with all the parts. So if you want to build one of these, that's everything that you need, plus the cows. No, I never got around to doing that one there. Same with all the different things, everything that I tested, because it's all marked up so that anyone looking at the pictures can easily measure it up. Then we've got all the beehives. Slime farm that doesn't work anymore. Spawn bounty castle. So anyone that visits here gets to bounce in the bounty castle when they spawn in for the first time. Not sure what else there is to sort of like maybe briefly show you. I know that this video here really can't fly today. I should have closed it down. I was actually quite surprised this one has as many views as it does, because this is my conduit monument. I think that was episode 2 when I started doing the Minecraft videos. 2 or 3. Might have been episode 3. Maybe we went and did the boats, the shipwrecks on the 2nd episode. Or it could have been the 3rd. I can't remember. No, I should have done. I would have had like 10 billion views if I'd done that. I like to let my creations go on their own merits. Anyway, here we go. We've got all these crazy particle effects. I'm also assuming that this works in the current version, because the redstone is a little bit different over here. Oh. Work. Oh, there it goes. A little bit slower. But there is a tiny little lag here because all the everything is all like unshielded, all the hoppers. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day. There we go, we made it back intact. The joys of continuity. How do we get out of here? Exit. Oops, roll tea shop. Of course, the most important shop selling the most important item on the server, the melons. Let's see, we'll just wait here for a second for the Stargate to wind down, just so it's not got any other information stored. There we go, that's that chunk reset. No weird entities to save in the background for the next person to walk along. We should maybe mend our tools. Oh, we've got spares. So I should have done this afternoon for 2 minutes. I should have quickly put the when I hopped on for like 10 minutes, I should have quickly jumped up there and put the got the tools mended. This is where the ruler comes in handy for sticking in the W key. Should have kept track of how many glass blocks it took to build all these. Ooh, where was the last bed I slept in? Let's take the risk. Doesn't it tell? Hang on. Items. Does it tell you how many glass blocks placed? Items mined, broken items, crafted, times used, dropped. Does drop count as placed? No, it mustn't do, because I certainly haven't placed that many of them. Oh, so times used. Ah, right, here we go. Certainly been busy with that pick. Glass. 14.4. I got rockets. Yeah. 15 should be enough. I only need one. Ooh, this looks weird with shaders, doesn't it? Ah, good. We're in the right place. I'm actually the right side of the facility as well. So the plan is to build the kelp farm out of here. Now there is going to be some little minor technical problems. Because as much as it's going to be going out here, going out over. At the time when I chose to do this, I didn't realise there was a massive drop-off. So it means that I'm going to have to place a massive platform going out. I think it's about 100 blocks is what I've got planned for. So would that be to about here-ish maybe? Just go back to the surface. Yeah, I think it's somewhere like this when I looked at the creative world, which is where we're actually going to go in a minute because I've yet to perfect the weirdness that I've chosen for this design. But this is where it's going to be located, a big kelp farm that's going to go off here. It's going to be flying machine style. Now I hate flying machines. But as I said before, I just wanted to do something different. Than like, you know, the normal sort of thing like what you saw on the previous ones that we've just been to go and visit. It's not particularly efficient, but we're going to try and see if we can rig it so that it will be slightly more efficient. It's raining. Probably knock the shaders off as well if we're going to go into the creative test world in a minute. And we're going to have a little go and see if we can figure out all the problems with the setup that I've chosen and see if we can work out all the bugs. That's the actual goal for today, even though it's taken us like half the time just to get to this point. We had a good few goes of the Stargate game. Let's zoom over here. Is it night time? Yep. Alright, so what we'll do is we will quickly now go over to the creative world and we will start testing to see. Actually, I'll tell you what, whilst we're out here, I'm going to go to options, video, shaders. We'll lock those off now. Just so we can see more clearly what we're doing once we get over to the other world. single player, and I think it's this one. No, it's not this one at all, is it? Not that one. It's Test World. Previous version. Yeah, might as well make a backup. It's only a few megabytes, I'm sure. 36. Plus my Bedrock world, which is a gigabyte. Oh, come on, double jump. So here is what stage, like the next stage will look like when it's complete, and then we're going to add textures onto that. But I also now have to figure out where to go from here. Hang on. Spectators faster. Maybe this way. Oh, that's more test versions as I was like doing different iterations. This looks promising. Here we go. Yeah, this looks right. So you see, when I was doing my, I took the chunks from, you know, like our original excavation, and then I was able to use, well, I made the staircase. I had to carve out this area here. I made the staircase by hand. And then using that as a template, I was then able to create this, but it has all of this like mass amounts of extra blocks underneath. So then you know, carved it back again, and then carved it back again to get to the minimal number of blocks needed. I use Bedrock to measure the distances as well. Let's zoom back underneath here. Oh, wait for it to catch up. So this little bit here is where the kelp farm is. What's F3 now? There we go. So at the minute, this is obviously, it's not complete because I don't need to be like fully complete, because I don't need like the side walls in or anything like that. But the way this one works, if I take a redstone block, under normal circumstances they would go off together, but yeah, this is just testing, so it's alright. But you'll see what I mean here about how I'm going to have to build this big platform going out. This here, of course, is just the water chunks. I didn't go like deep with the when I took these chunks out of the off the server. But this would, of course, you know, it would come along here with the you know, cutting them all down as they go. They'll be contained because this will be inside of a glass enclosure. So let's just wait for this to get back across. Then the bounce back. And then in here, of course, there'll be some kind of a trigger, which I haven't rigged because there's no point, because I haven't got everything else sorted yet. And then the idea is, you'll see these are starting to appear on the surface. Ignore the ones that have escaped, because it's when it's actually built they won't. But you see the ones that they're getting fired down at the bottom. However, some aren't. Which is why I need to rig this as somehow into 2 layers. An experiment with all those sorts of things like the honey blocks as well, but the honey blocks didn't do any good, so I need to actually change those back to slime. But you see everything slowly getting pushed out and get launched against this back wall. And then they go back to where they were. Right, one thing I want to do first of all, though. Yes, magma, isn't it? Nope. I still didn't manage to click on it. I don't have to build the complete mechanism, but just for now. Alright, so are they not classed as source blocks now? So some are and some aren't. Or is it just it's taking a while to refresh? That's fine if it's taking a while to refresh. Let's help it along. Yeah, there we go. Let's just swap these out. Ooh, that might be too close. Let's just trip this again. I wish I'd made the test version a little bit shorter. I hate flying machines. Just so I'm waiting for this. What's the date today? What's the 6th? I had a little look yesterday, and they pushed back the season 2 on Fall Guys. There you go. It's getting hitting the back wall, and then it's getting pulled straight down. So that's now a solution for that. But they put on like you know, like you were saying that the double XP. Is like to make up for it being delayed for a few days for season 2. So I went on, and it took about 6 rounds to get from level 39 to 40. Because originally I wasn't going to bother. But I did 1 round, and I got to the final, and for getting to the final, I got, without winning, 495 XP. So... just knock these blocks out here. Actually, can we do more sources blocks? There we go. Oh, hello there, and welcome. But we're not, well, at the minute we're just in my creative test world, because I'm trying to work out the best method of doing this weird method of gathering kelp. It's not efficient. I just want to do something different that's, you know, like not what like everyone else does. You know, everyone just builds the same thing over and over. I want to do something weird. And we've just at the beginning of the episode there, I've been showing off some of my other worlds where I've like shown off the massive kelp farms that I built on those ones. But I just can't decide how. I can just rebuild it underneath it in honey blocks. Gonna be the only one. I don't know if it's too close. I'll tell you what we'll do. Remember Kelp Fly M. Oh, what's gone wrong with my selection? Hang on. We'll try that again. There we go. I must press the wrong button. Can it be deep enough? Oh yeah, that's plenty deep enough. Oh. Yeah, that should be long enough. Right, let's just jump over here for a second. Oh, of course, I was using shaders before, wasn't I? Yeah, it goes weird sometimes. Even though I've turned the shaders off, it gets a bit weird. There we go, and then I'll just go with that, remove that, remove that. And how high do I want those ones? Just in line. I tell you what, let's just be super lazy rather than try to do it precise. So just make sure this works before we start fiddling with the dials, just in case it copied funny. There we go, it's refilling. Just make sure I had enough water source blocks on either side there as well. If I'm going to do this, I need to get rid of this line of glass. Keep that one there. That one there. And right, this is rough. I don't know if this is going to work. That's why I hate flying machines. Ah, buggeration. I've set it all away. It'll come back. Right, let's get a honey block. Come on. Back to dock. There we go. Right. I don't know if this is going to work at all, you know. It probably won't. But at least we can't say that we didn't experiment. Which way do I have that observers again? Little face. Oh, hang on. One, two. Oh, no, I want a note block there. That in there. One there, one there. Now, are these different ones? Or, yeah, I use stickies all the way. 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, I'll just put a stopper there, just for a laugh. Do we reckon I haven't missed any blocks underneath now? It looks kind of identical. Let's just build a return wall. When this goes horrendously wrong. Now, this might trigger both of them. I'm hoping it does. Ooh, look at that. This might work. It's much more deeper sound. I must have clicked one of the note blocks. I'll bounce back. Nah, it didn't bounce back. Right, what got tripped? Or what didn't get... Ah, right. I'll see what I've done. How am I going to trigger this to go back? Just get rid of the blocks that I know I don't need. This is why I built... That's why I built that bit like that, wasn't it? When I did it originally. I haven't looked at this. It's been like at least a month since I last sat down and like thought which is the way I'm going to build this. That's like extra weird. Kind of wish that I had taken another save before doing this. Oh, it must be really locked up on something. Alright, let's do it the hard way. I'll be here all day trying to remove one block at a time to try and get it to work again, so at least we know that the concept works. I can then just erase what we just built, and then when it gets back to the other end, we'll build it again. Oh, I need a redstone block. There we go. Oh, this could be problematic. Definitely nothing there. Oh, right. Oh, the water didn't refill. That's probably because of the way that I had those blocks at the end. Well, a little bit more water. Yeah, this is going to work. He says. Moments before it fails. Yeah, the glass blocks need to be on this row so that I can fix the water. Yeah, I kind of wish I had saved the thing after I'd built it, then I would have just been able to dump a new replacement schematic back on. Go on, fill the water in quickly. There we go, all back. Right, now, we'll build that all again. With honey blocks. This time, remember to put the bounce back, like to properly, fully mirror the madness that we're creating here. I've said like multiple times, this is a really, really bad way of harvesting the stuff. It's just, you know, it's fun. Don't block. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Come on, bounce back. I'm not mad, I've been tested. Right, I know what we're doing, honey blocks. That honey block? It's difficult to see in the water. Why would I want to build this in the air where it would have been easier than move it into the water? We want another one there. Observers. Arrow facing me. Nope. Oh, that could have been dangerous. Arrow facing there. Where else am I missing an observer? I'm sure there was another one. Ah, there it is. Observer. Observer there. Observer there. I think we just want the sticky pistons now. Two. Anything possibly missing? I think that looks like a good mirror. That looks like it hits the bounce back. Because I feel so confident. Actually, should I just select the flying machine only? Maybe it's with the starting machine, just to save a little bit of time later. Grab that, bring that in. We'll block out because we can. Right. Now we see if it actually works. Don't think I've missed anything out. Right, it's filling in behind. Good. Hopefully it can bounce back safely. Oh, look at that. This might actually work. And it repopulates the water on this side as well. This might actually do it. Hang on a second, because I can't bother to go in my inventory. I just want to grab a honey block. Let's take it over to the main one. How am I going to make it again? This is the joys, Chrissy, of my weird redstone testing worlds. All the other weird junk which is scattered all over the place. You see, actually, just go into spectator mode for a second. We'll just zoom around and have a look at all the weird things that have been there. This is like half of the thing whilst I was working out the dimensions. I just wish I knew where the coordinates of anything was that was in here. Is there a shadow here? Alright. Here's some lighting calculations. Oh, what did you call it? What do you call that stuff again? In the water. Coral. That's it. That's what we're binding here. Coral farm. All 0-tick ones. Different experiments with furnaces. Different experiments with fishing machines. The house build. Post office. I was going to build this on Cosmic because do you remember that cube hotel that Ender built? I was going to build that directly next to it. That competition. Oh, and here are the redesigns that I made for the skeleton farm. So here's an actual cross section of the one I built on Cosmic, and until the end. Where I got the perfect arrangement made. I just used redstone blocks to indicate where the spawners were. That's the villager trading hub on that I made on the Next Clash or Next Clan or whatever the hell that server was called. It was supposed to be like a recreation of the Dollhouse is what I was going for, because that's the TV show we were watching at the time. Alright, well that's all that Dash did, wasn't it? She just made the same tower every week, just using different colour blocks. Oh, and this is a really cool thing that I built, is the shulker chucking out mechanism. It's nice, super compact, just relies on observers. In the final design, I didn't use switches, I used the pressure plates. I mean, yeah, there was slight problems caused by that, but you know, it works. Here's the final version over here. Super compact, just a nice little array of observers is enough just to break that, so it gives you it and then chucks you the new one in, and it has reloading stations in the back. So I made this like modular one that I could use with a schematic, so that I could just like put them one after another, which is what I did over here. Oh, the lag. Because this is like the super storage, like super automatic storage I want to build over on the server. But I'm still trying to come up with how it's all going to like fit together, to make like corridors and such. Because this is the like the access side. This is like the maintenance side in the back here. So it'll be like long corridors like this, but it's got to have like, so you'll come along here, then you know you'll get more along here. I haven't finished working on the layout yet. Work in progress. Now we have to figure out how to get back. Oh, and this was, well, this of course is my storage shed. This was the original one that I came up with before I decided I didn't like it at all, and then I built this one. Oh, this is there. So this little tight compact bit here I made, so I think I showed it on the Discord. So whichever one of these you press, the correct light signal gets like taken out, and then of course the middle button there. It's for the I want to rig stargates on the server that can go like across to everyone's bases basically. But I need it to be able to like dial in the right address, to store that address, and then to trigger the exact command block for the combination you type in, which is still a work in progress, and I don't actually know where the work in progress is. I built this over here, but I don't know where I built the other circuit. It's somewhere in here. Right, anyway, let's find our way back. Right, which way did we pass? See, we came down here, definitely. Bit of lag there as the water catches up. Spectator mode would be a bit faster. See, remember my wool shop? That was the original one, but I didn't like the face was too small, so I had to sort of like puff it out a little bit. So we passed these buildings here. Oh yeah, we came over that because we definitely saw the lighting thing. Yeah, we came down past here. Just zoom under that. There we go. Need to get a map on this, don't I? Right, let's give it a second for the chunks to catch up. Right, F3 and N. We'll build this now for third or fourth time now. Honey blocks. Those in there. Oh, we're going to trigger this again, aren't we? Is it too late? Oh, it survived. I was worried it was going to get caught. Oh, this is the massive one as well, isn't it? Oh well, we'll use the opportunity whilst we're waiting just to take out this road glass. Chase the flying machine. Oh, I just realised all that governance is still on the side of the screen there. My microphone's arm is like just covering where all that text is. We'll have to wait a second till these machines stow and then I can get rid of it. We might still get some wastage, but we can refine it later. Come on back. Need to get rid of all this governance off the side of the screen. There's only one way I know to get rid of it. There we go. Right, so that solves that one. Let's get the rest of these note blocks in place. One there. Sticky pistons. Not high enough. One there, one there. There, one there. Any others, or was it just observers we want next? Arrow facing me. Yep. It's risky when it does that. Arrow facing this way. I hate flying machines. Did I mention that? Okay. Got the other end and wait. Because it's over here where it'll all go good, or it'll all be tits up. Hear it thudding in the distance as it's approaching. Aye, Chrissy, then I've got to build it on the server after all this again, so I have to do it all again. Oh, please refill, please refill. It didn't refill. How am I going to solve that? Like that. Oh no, there's not, is there? You waterlogged chests now. Did they fix that? Ooh. Because I'm just trying to prevent wastage. What actually we may be better off doing as well. stick some glass there because that's what I've got in my hand. Let's just build this wall up. Same way as it would be on the server. Giving a 2 gap. I'm going to build like the end space here. You know what, we will build out 4 layers. Just to be on the safe side. Of course, I've still got to leave a gap because there has to be a glass gap on the side. Well, that actually doesn't really. I could, if I really, really want to go nuts, I could actually fill this 2 space with terracotta. Well, glazed terracotta anyway. But not today. For the sake of our experimentations today. Fill in the gaps. Is that 2 gaps? Yeah, it's 2 gap. Right. And at the minute, because we're not really that fussed, there would be a minecart collection system underneath here, but I'm not building that just for the sake of whilst we're trying to test this. Because it's not relevant. So what we need to do now this is where we could really do with some more kelp. Just gonna make a little like 2-row in the middle. Put some extra kelp down. Maybe it's 3. A little bit extra here. I need something to get like knocked out, like at the far end here. Even if it's just a few, just for illustration purposes. There's stuff out my inventory. There we go. What I'll do now is just make it rain kelp. We'll have to wait for all this to come back to the surface, but we have to do it quickly so that we don't lose the 5-minute timeout. Thanks for the follow there. I'm not quite sure, but I don't know if that does technically make you the 200th, because the 200th that registered the other day didn't register in the stream, didn't register in the count. but welcome. We're not in the survival like on the server today as such. We're trying to work out some. That stuff's going to take ages to refloat, isn't it? And we're trying to work out some stuff in the creative world so that we can actually go and make it in the on the server. Let's just. Is this stuff going to refloat? Oh no! Of course it wouldn't. Oh, never mind. We'll just set the machine away. Right, I'm going to set the lower one off first. Oh, it'd been awkward. Hang on. Has the machine stalled? I placed a glass block where there shouldn't be one. The answer is yes. There we go. Has to be a stripe on the bottom as well there, doesn't there? Right, there we go. But the minute you see they're all getting launched, some of it's going back over, which is fine, and some of it's getting launched forward. But as long as it's all going up to the surface, that's the most important thing. As it, when we actually do this on the server, it's going to be encased in glass anyway. Should have enough sand after we did that wet digging. I did actually get a few more shulker boxes of the blackstone the other day when I had like a spare hour. But it's still a long way from completion of the next stage before we actually go into the detailed phase. Right, now the moment of truth. Is this completely inefficient method going to work? Come on. Just keep slapping it all. Couple, we've got two over there which didn't make it past. What do you reckon? 15% losses? I can live with that. Now bounce back. Ooh, it gets caught in the vacuum, right. So what's going wrong with this? Because this should have drawn them down. Have I knackered a source block somewhere? Right, this machine has broken the source blocks down here. Otherwise, I think that probably would have been a reasonable success. Right, what's going to be the best way to re-source block those? Because this should be all source blocks anyway. So when the machine docks... it'll be as simple as taking out 2 extra blocks. Because we know that it's working on the bottom level. Knock that back there again. Yeah. That's doable. If it needs to be... right, so it needs to... yeah, it needs to flow across there, then across to there. Yeah, that's alright. Right, let's just gather up all this stuff so that we doesn't entirely skew the results. Any more than the mess that's already up there. Try and put a little bit more kelp down here. Probably could have just filled the area with kelp, but maybe the fun in that. Get these ones along here. Just a little bit. Then we'll get a little bit more on here. Right, let's go trigger the harvester. And see if that fixes it. Right, is that returning back to being source blocks all the way? I think we might have to wait for the machine to come back. through these ones. Come on, get to the end and bounce back. There we go. Getting a few extra ones that grew there as well. Alright, so whilst we've been away, that's actually now turned back into source blocks all the way. Wait for it now. Putting a few extra ones. You see them ones that are getting drawn straight down. Right, come on. Dock and turn this all back into source blocks. Or do I have to jiggle things? So they should have reflooded back in. There should have been enough on either side to do it. I wonder if when it comes back... Oh, hang on, it's slowly starting to be materialised on that side. Let's come back on that side. Yeah, there's just a bit of a delay, so I have to make sure that I factor that into the equations for all the timing to set all this stuff off. All getting shot along here. A bit more. So there is a little bit of loss, but not as much loss as what was originally. But considering how much we're going to get from this, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I might not put chests here though. I might have to put something else, which is... What if maybe I should put terracotta there? Ah, no, I couldn't. It had to be a waterlogged block, didn't it? Ah, right, that's why I chose that there. A waterlogged block which won't get moved by or picked up by sticky stuff. Because we need them to be source blocks so that it fills in the rest of the line. Trigger that one more time. Is there any other way that I could trigger that to be... Not without losing kelp, really. Supposed to get maximum like clearance of all the kelp. Could probably just run the machine twice, couldn't we? The stuff that I missed the first time, it looks like it's picking it all up now. One loss. Two losses. 3, 4. So we would lose 4. Or do you think it's still the stuff that was lower down that hadn't gotten high enough yet that that got missed from the first sweep? So possibly then, if we double jump, come on. I'm stuck behind the machine now. Maybe it's just after the initial pass of the cutter, maybe it's an even longer wait until the harvester fires up, which then of course puts it, collects it all down here. I mean, it's collected it all quite nicely all down here. There's tons of it from what we did before. I mean, it's not, as I keep saying, it's not 100% efficient, but it should serve the purpose. It'll get collected down there, and then it's going to get raised up in a water elevator pipe, and then it's going to go through the building wall about here-ish, and I'm going to put a blackstone boiler behind here. Obviously, I've taken down this bit of machinery already. And that's where the kelp will get turned into dried kelp, which will then collect down here to be converted into the blocks to use as fuel. Completely unnecessary, but just more daft projects. I think that's going to work. The only thing, obviously, at the minute this is manually triggered, I want to build like a little floating station over here, which will be the like some sort of like oil riggy type platform, which will house the mechanism which does all the timing. But that's not going to be today. What I think I will do though is I'm going to take a copy of what we've just built. Let's see. New selection. Let's see. Stage 1, we'll call it. That got plenty of clearance. Now it's got to make sure it covers the machine in the back. And then I need some alignment blocks. So if I take it back to there, then I'll be able to align it onto the back of the whatever it's called, furnace place, furnace factory. Oh, nighttime still. Stop off here and get a stick. What's my elytra durability? Oh, it's fine. Ooh. This might go weird because we had shaders on. I have to reload Minecraft altogether. Try it. Just tabbing up. Yeah, the shaders have gone funny. Is there enough information to be able to place the schematic though? Just so it's locked in place. There we go. So when I relog later on, the schematic won't look so weird. Let's lock that in place. And there we go. That's just a case of gathering up the resources for it. We don't need to worry about the water and the stone or the glass or anything like that. I just need to tot up the number of chests, redstone blocks, and what have you. But it should be relatively easy to build. But I'll probably do that later on in the week. I think for now though, we'll wrap up for today. I'll just zoom back over the house where it's safe. At some point tomorrow I'll come back on and I'll recharge all my tools and what have you, but at least we've had a successful mission. Oh, let's just get these hitboxes off. A successful mission to get the kelp farm, the flying machine design, working. Even though it took us about 50 minutes to actually get there, because we were messing around with all those other kelp farms. What I'll do now is I will quickly have a look and see if there's anyone else streaming that Chrissy can get his bonus eggs from. We had to have some success after. How many times did we redo the Stargate machine? I'm going to have to go over to the other server in a minute and pick up the pieces that have been dropped. Look at that, 200. Let's see, raid channel. Is there anybody on? Right, you have a choice of Angry Joe, Baldur's Gate 3, or Anita just chatting. Who would you like to get your bonus eggs from this week? Just jiggle the microphone again. Oh, one thing I did refill this before, even though she's not here to hear our favourite sound effect. That's really strong. I'm going to go to Angry Joe, right? We'll pop that onto there. So tomorrow we'll be back with Halo, where I've sort of we'll try and do 2 missions. I really don't know how long the missions are. I know last week we did 3 missions, and that took 2 hours. The first one we did 5 missions, and that took about an hour and a half. So we'll aim for 2 missions. There's 15 in total in Halo 2. I don't quite know how it's going to... You never know. If one of the missions is really short, then we'll do 3 missions. But we'll just... we'll see how it goes. And on Thursday, we're going to be having a go on the stream of... what do you call it? Among Us. I was having a little mess around with that whilst I was waiting for a customer to ring me this afternoon, so I thought, well, I've got 20 minutes, there's no point getting into any other tasks, so I fired up the game for 20 minutes and having a little muck around on that. But yeah, it's quite a fun game there. Actually, what I was saying on the Discord earlier on, where in the tabletop section, talking about Ultimate Werewolf, it's basically the same premise except you're in space, and you don't have you don't have a DM sort of orchestrating it. But it's the same. It's core. It's the same basic mechanics, I suppose. Especially when you gather everybody up to accuse everyone. But it's the same idea with Ultimate Werewolf. I will obviously. I haven't had a chance at all to look at the manual for the Discord version of that I installed the other week. But I will get to that, and we'll maybe just give it a go. You've just got that guilty face, Chrissy. What can I say? Anyway, there we'll jump into Angry Joe's stream there and see what sort of trouble he's causing. I'm going to quickly nip over to the other server so I can tidy up the mess, because once the Stargate fires, it spits books out. So before those books disport, like the prize for the Stargate, I'll go and collect them and I'll put them back into storage beneath it. But thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you all next time.
Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.